Okay guys, let's just say you're stuck between a rock and a hard place with two markets that you think you want to trade. What would you do? Let's roll the intro. We'll find out.
Matron, take them away.
And a warm welcome to one and all. This is your first time here? Big fella Scruff. I'm trying to put trading in the real world. Maybe show you a trick or two along the way. And today is quite important. I've had a really busy day today. I've had quite a tasking week, shall we say. And coffee's definitely helped. And why? Well, it kind of lubricates the brain and to a degree calms me down. Because we all know Scruffy likes his coffee. So I'm going to have a sip right now. And I might even have a moment, but I'll do that later. I've been having... Right, let me just clarify the channel for the new guys. I script nothing, not really. I have an idea, switch the camera on, away we go. And it's normally triggered by messages I've had or something I've seen, and I genuinely want to help. I really do. And I enjoy making the videos. So that's it. So everything's in the moment. I'm not Steven Spielberg. I never will be. You'll see Winky sitting next to me from time to time. Normally being a hindrance, but love of my life. And that's it. And the charts. Now, earlier today, if I flick this on, we've been having kind of a royal day in the Discord. And kind of, as you can see, it's I've just done them an update of a sheet that I'm putting in. And they've all been having a real old merry time of things going through it. And I'll get to the guys and I'll answer them in just a second. Because we're quite into this all the time. Small success, how to build. Some are good, some are bad. Rags and riches, all of this malarkey. Okay, some guys are doing quite well, as you can see. Now, that tool is available to the rogue members that are in here. And what it does is it can help determine whether or not your trade is good, bad, indifferent. But it can also help determine which one you're going to take by having a checklist. Let me just quickly show you what that tool is if I drag it into place. So I've got two markets I'm looking at. But I purposely picked two conflicting markets and also markets that you can look at after work. It's currently 10 to 6. I've been trading my little socks off all day on one of my accounts. If you bear with me, I'll kind of show you because I'm quite chuffed with it. Just pull this into shot. Here it is here. These are getting ready to cash out now. It's the last one. And I have rocketed my way through it. And if you look at that, that is all today from a single trade idea of moving up, and it's now coming into the last part of it. So while we're doing this, I'll be watching that, getting it ready to pop that out. And then it's finished with, it's done. So I'm quite happy with that. So I've had a hell of a day on that account. In fact, give me a second. They're coming out right now. So that's the end of it for that account. So that's all my wages done. And that's me done for the week and the best part of next week. So I might have a week off. And, well, why not? But I like to show you things. So this is what this is. And then I'm going to do a quick couple of 10 pip moves just on this account so you can see it. Okay? Because I trade a wage, a prop, a fund, and a few swing accounts. Nightmare at times, nightmare. It's not as difficult as you think. And that comes under time management. Do the small account 7 to 8. Do my wage account from 9 onwards. And between that, I can set up swing trades between 8 and 9. And if I don't do it between 8 and 9, I either do it 6 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock at night. And I've got all day to do that. So I'm only actually trading 2 active accounts at once. So it's not as difficult as it sounds, guys. Sorry, we digress. So I've got 2 markets here. And what I'm looking for is to see what the 3 trends are up to. So if I look at cable, I can see the deeper one's selling off and there's 2 buys. But it's still reasonably good. But if I'm looking at the US 100, it's buys across the board. So just by elimination, that's stronger than that one. So I'll put my energy into the US tech. Now, as you can see, that is buying out. It's been buying all day. Now, if I am going to buy onto this, I'd be kind of foolish to buy it at this moment in time. I mean, you could say it's a form of a flag formation, but it could also retrace heavily down into this zone and then bounce off. But if we look over into the next one and I take this clean, I've decided I want to buy this market. Okay. So what I would do at this point is I'll go to a daddy candle, which is here. And this is a quick and easy way to do things without doing a full old markup. And I'm going to put in the 5 key levels plus the 2 extensions. And I'm really doing this because I was showing the guys it in the Zoom call last night. We're actually meant to be doing swing and we ended up doing a little bit of this. They're very close together at this moment in time. Just put a measuring tool in. Get up. Now you can do this when you haven't got time to mark a chart up fully. It'll give you key areas of attraction, things you can look at. Then what we do, get an extension. Top to bottom, just like so. Hasn't hit that 127 yet, which is the magical number. So we've got a 127 extension there. Might as well drop the 161 in as well. You don't need to for daddy levels, but there's no reason why I can't help. Now I'm looking to buy this, so these are the levels that I'm after. Look at a 4 hour. Now you can see this is now quite a clean, easy chart to trade and mark up. Happy days. Take it into an hourly. What have we got? Well, there's a strong drive down and a push up. So what I can do with that, I can see the price is enclosed inside it. Across there. Now I can drop in some nice areas of attraction that I can trade off. Because you want to be trading off levels rather than indicators. Indicators help you, but price action, price structure is far more important. Indicators are exactly what they say they are. They're an indication of what may happen, not what will happen. And if I just put the top in. All right. There's a tradable chart. I've just worked out that it's kind of ready to go. So take it on to 15 minutes, see what's going on. Okay, see there's been a drive here, it's pushed down, it's found that level that I've just put in, and it's pushed up, and it's now sitting on the daddy levels, rejected on there. So this is the zone of attraction, where we're at right now. There's a move here. Now we know markets work to 50%, and there's also, looks like it's retracing on itself. So if I go up there, that is there. There's some key areas. That 50%, which is here. So I'm looking for this to come down as close to that as I can get. And then up. You could even use the 38 as well, you know. But what we're going to do is we're just going to leave that, let it come down. And I'm going to start buying in and around this area. And I'll put an order here as well to then move up. Very, very simple. Easy, methodical trade that anybody can do. So let us move that down. We'll put in sort of an easy target. So we're going to target this area for an entry, and then we're going to let it come back and get out up here. Now likewise, if it triggers there, I'm going to do a similar thing by saddling the price. Now saddling the price just means you put the same target in, but you put it above it, just like so. So I'm now looking to break through there, same sort of target, to run to the base of that. Maybe it's this, and if I want to be really brave, I can push it all the way up here. Now let me just explain the two different targets. This one has a bounce point there. So if it comes down, it can bounce, take my money, it might come back, pick it up again, take my money, pick it up again, and then when it breaks through. If I come here, it's kind of in an area where it would all trigger in. Once it breaks through this level, which it would have to get sort of like a 20 pip target, there's nothing to stop it running up here. So that this one is the more logical. Simple stuff, guys, simple stuff. So what we'll do, we'll see which one triggers in. Have a quick look at that a second. See, that's moving up as well. So yeah, the little tool has worked that out as well. Let's see what happens. Take it into 5 minutes, just like so. And we'll see if that triggers. And if it starts turning green, what I'll do is I'll start moving this up into it to see which one triggers first. Simple. Catch you in a bit. Okay guys, that's it. Done. What's the essence of what I've been doing here? Well, it's very, very simple. I seen that there was a strong bias to the upside. Quickly marked out key areas of attraction that I wanted to work against and push into. Then you saw me pull the calculator up, or you might have done, where I worked out what a minimum target was to around 20 odd, 21 pips. And then I just logically traded it from two assets, and I just took the best of the two. This is why filtering is important. And there you go, 110 quid, and it's now 6:15. So about 20 minutes, job's finished. So what's the essence here? What am I driving at all the time? Less is more. I was challenged the other day. It was yesterday morning actually. Saying the way I trade is no good because I'm not going at it like a machine gun. Well, it kind of proves the point. That's why I showed you the other thing. It wasn't to show off. It was to show you that I can go into market multiple times. But with that setup, I was in it multiple times from one setup. It was, I knew it was coming in here and it was going to get to there, and I was working the waves up. Now, to me, that's common sense. I'm focusing all my energy in one area, and once I'm moving away from it, as I was at this point, going to now do sort of the US 100, the NASDAQ, I needed to close out of the other one because I want all my energy in one place. And it's why I didn't want to trade both of those assets. I could easily have gone into cable as well, but I'd be flicking from screen to screen to screen. Now, some people can do it, but I personally can't. I'm not saying that I can't, because I can. But what I am saying is my focus is diluted. And if I dilute my focus, I'll make mistakes. And to me, that's not trading. That's gambling. So when I see people that are just flicking from, oh, I'm going to look at this asset, now I'm looking at that asset, oh, I'm going back to the same asset, that's just gambling. To me, it's just gambling. Trading is about making the chart work for you, not you working the chart sort of thing. or the chart working you, which is what that is, flicking backwards and forwards. And the amount of crybabies I get saying, oh, I can't make this work, I can't. And then I'll analyse in. They're putting the levels on 15 minutes. They're trying to enter on a 1 minute. And they're trying to emulate what's on the land of make-believe, or what you call Instagram, because it's absolute bollocks. One asset, focus, one trade, and if you're being paid, quit. Do it again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And you'll find you have money on a Friday night. And if it's only 50 quid, it's 50 quid more than the bank would have give you. And that's your first baseline. And if you stick to that, you'll be fine. If you're looking for riches and you're following all these guys, sort of they're in fantasy land, in sort of laptop underneath the palm tree in an exotic land, or they're jumping into a flash car, or there's the kid that's at the moment walking past Louis Vuitton with an empty carrier bag, getting onto clearly a set-up private plane. No, that's not reality, guys. Do it as a job. That's reality. Anyway, thoughts of a grumpy old man. So I'm going to have a coffee, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my night, and who knows, I might do it again. As always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.